Welcome, one and all, to round 2 of the night, December 20th. I got a little cold, so put on a jacket. Also, I'm going to start this one off. Here, let me actually get this going. Even though there's not that many time left. Here. Just so you all know, my wife sent me this card. It's got a lot of very corny puns in it. Thought I'd share a couple with you. Start this day off right, this video off right. What does a baby computer call his father? Data. That's solid, solid. I don't get why Marvel doesn't use the Hulk to advertise more. He is basically one big banner. Ha, 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 ha. That's a double knee slapper right there. My wife asked me where I get so much candy. I said I always have a few Twix up my sleeve. Pretty good, pretty good. Wife trying to make me laugh. Her attempt at humor. Anyways, without further ado, let's get the show on the road. We have our classic Michi after our random map. In this case, Avenue Black Forest. Let's switch our views a little bit. Just by looking right here, it looks like we swapped out some people, so we'll see how that goes. Red, this better be Jono. It is, and he is taking it back to the Franks. Jono does best. We have the Gray,
Lasagna.
Tanner, as the Slavs. That's basically becoming his new just Michi Civ. Yes, Taylor, bringing it back to your color, your roots. The light blue Spanish. This is how it should be. Freaking Jeff, stealing color, messing me all up. And in the green, we have Jake McKean as the Teutons. The rootin' Teutoness of them all. Then we have Joel as the Burgundians, as his rightful color. So now Taylor and Joel finally got the right colors. This game makes sense. There's some hope for the world. Actually, I'm wondering in this case, because like here's Spencer as the orange, as the Vietnamese. Spencer is getting a little crazy tonight. He's almost pulling a Mies. Went to Khmer, now he's going to Vietnamese. All these elephant civs. Maybe you just like the elephants so much. Nope, it just had to happen. I was expecting this to be Larry. It had to be Jeff. But that's okay. I'd rather Jeff be this color than light blue because it's so definitely Larry is light blue. Anyway, so we have Jeff as the Hindustanis. That should be fun. I think he'll like those. And Barzee as the Spanish. Alrighty. It's crazy to think that everybody has a very certain color. Jake is starting to really take green. You know, I'll kind of take green, but I can go any color. Joel, Spencer's usually this color. Everyone really that is playing tonight has a specific color. I think Jeff is kind of color fluid, if that's the right term. I don't know. Jake isn't married to green. Jake can kind of go whatever color as well. So, just all interesting all around. But I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the 8 playing tonight have a very specific color that they usually go. Anyways, okay, so we got 2 minutes. Let's check on the walls. Okay, looking good so far. Alright, so Jono looks like he's just, we got 2 minutes left. Let's finish up that little section of the walls. Looks good. Tanner's finishing up this very long section of wall. That is a very long section of wall that is not done yet. And it seems like there's only, you got 2 villagers on it. That won't take too long. You do have trade running through the front. You have Taylor working from over here, so I mean that's not terrible. That should be good. There is a hole right there. Is it a hole? No, it's not a hole. Okay, so you have wall here. Okay, so that's not a hole. It's almost highly suspicious right there. Jake with his extra walling. Taylor being an excellent teammate, building military everywhere so he can help respond with an ultimate teammate. Jake building walls almost all the way back. No one's going to side cut on that guy. Yeah, look good. This wall is deadly close to the front, though. We'll see how that goes. Oh, we got 3 seconds. Okay, so Joel is building all the way to the side. Good. That is very close. Wow, this is... They are walling off the whole tree line. This is a very interesting tactic going on right now. Triple walling. It's technically open right here. I wonder if they will close it off or not, but that is some interesting walling tactics, and I'm curious to see how it works out. Barzee is finishing up right now. He's trying to let the trade go as far as possible. I wonder if they're going to keep it all the way to this trade. Man, if Jono had like been ready, like if this was like Tanner, and he just like cut right away, that would have been devastating. Just boom. Talking about that, treaty drop has been up. I don't see that anyone is ready to cut quite just yet, except for Jake. Jake likes to cut. So Jake is trying to draw first blood here. I see Tanner. Tanner's usually pretty good right at treaty drop. I do not see that he is ready. Maybe he's having kind of a late start. Jake is ready to rumble. Joel has seen him. This is triple wall. No, double wall. Double wall. My bad. But it's very impressive nonetheless. So Jake is coming in with, he's not waiting. He's like, hey, I'll get the siege onagers for later, but I'm going in with regular honors right now. Joel is coming to react. I'm surprised he does not have bombard cannons. He's usually really big on his bombard cannons and pretty good at stopping that. I don't think this is going to take long for Jake to get through. Barzee is being a little proactive. He's trying to build some walls back right now. I see, yeah, this trade is running right through the front. Did this wall get finished? This wall is still not technically finished, but it is almost finished. And maybe hopefully that will help with the trade. Oh, it's because there's a market right here. Okay, that market needs to go. Barzee, what is going on? This is still all technically open. Are they just hoping that Jono does not cut? If Jono cuts, this is not going to be great. That is going to be very bad. So I guess they're just hoping that he doesn't cut right there. Okay. All right, so Barzee is getting ready. This is all technically still open. This is highly questionable. I mean, luckily, it's all happening here where there's lots of defenses. Wow, Taylor's getting ready. He's still got Cavaliers. He's waiting to get that Paladin upgrade. Technically, they have broken through, but they're trying to plug up the hole. Looks like Taylor might go scouting. Nope, he's bringing all of his guys back. Trying to go through. Okay, he is through somewhat, partially, maybe. Tanner has now started his cut. Trying to keep an eye on all this tree line. Yeah, I think Jono's going to end up just coming. I don't think Jono's going to cut. Looks like he's going to go try and help Tanner as much as he can. Taylor and Jake are really trying to come over here and take it to Joel. So you got Spence over here with bombard towers. That's right, Vietnamese do have bombard towers. That's very awesome. Taylor looks like he's just chilling. I don't see that he's quite advancing. You know, this is giving Spencer a little bit of, Barzee a little bit of time to close this off, because Spencer, I mean, Taylor had the troops. He could have just, like, came in. I mean, this is constantly being open. Like, he could have just, like, waltzed in. All right, let's see. Tanner looks like he's going crazy. He's made it through. He's being very careful not to cut this tree line. But he's trying to take out these walls first. That is a triple wall. Hopefully they see it. I don't see... Okay, so Spencer has seen it, maybe? His villagers building castles. Wonder if he's going to start building more walls here or not. I'm curious how they respond to that. Jono is massing, so I would love to see Jono just like cut really quick. This is a very short distance, just cut and just boom, in, trade immediately. Tons of paladins. Ugh. I'm afraid I'm not actually going to be able to see it. Okay, so Tanner's trying to work his magic over there. Taylor. Alright, so it looks like Barzee's just about close this off. Spencer is reacting with Joel over here. Taylor looks like he's just trying to move around to see where he can get his troops. These buildings are really nicely placed to kind of just stop him. He's got to go around all of them. Jake is trying to support with all the siege. Here comes Taylor also with some siege. There they go. They're slowly starting to take down Joel's military buildings. Spencer's... Alright, so Spencer and Joel looks like they're going to be married to this edge for a while. Looks like Barzee's helping with some villagers with them building. Building walls. I do not see Jeff anywhere military-wise. I think Jeff takes a little bit longer. Tanner has broken through. Oh, here's Jeff. Okay, so Jeff's got a whole bunch of camels. Makes sense. Hindustani's. All right, so here comes Barzee. Here comes Jeff. This is a really small choke point for a lot of onagers. So basically, there goes all of Jeff's camels. But Tanner looks like he only has siege. It doesn't look like he's got a lot of backup with other troops. But here they come. Okay, he's starting to send some champions. He's got trebuchets queued up. Eventually, he might send some of those boyars. But I mean, it's Jeff. He's got a lot of camels, so infantry is probably a better choice, anyways. Let's go over here. Yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Jono's cutting. I can't wait to see this. Oh, that's gonna be great. Okay, so going back over here, Taylor and Jake are still trying to fight out with Taylor. Taylor's got a bunch of paladins. Are they on defensive stance? They just keep kind of going up and down these walls. Spencer is really digging in. Yes, Jono has broken through. Here comes Jono. Oh my goodness, free trade. Oh my gosh, that's going to be awesome. Okay, so real quick before he gets to that. Okay, we got Tanner. So Tanner's advancing in. He's got Jeff and he's got Spencer. So Spencer's fighting 2 battles. Jono is coming into the trade uncontested with, let's see. He's got 60 paladins. He's got he's got 60 paladins. He's got a full lineup of paladins. Oh my word. Alright, Barzee is closing off their trade. Not completely, there's technically a market right here, but I think it's going to stop it for a little bit. Go, Jono, go! Make it through! Make it through! No, Barzee, get it! Oh, no, sorry, Jono, get in here! Go, go, go! No, he got stopped. He's going to get stopped. No, he's through. No, he's not. Right there. One more opening. Go! Dang. Alright, Barzee's pretty quick to respond. Jono got a few troops in, but... Alright, so he's building castles. Barzee's trying to respond. Man, if he would have gotten through, that would have been awesome. I mean, Jeff is there. Jeff had to pivot a little bit. Hopefully that takes some pressure off of Tanner a little bit. Okay, so Spencer's over here. He's got archers. Archers are probably not the best call. Oh, wait, no, he's got infantry. Okay, so archers are a good call. Archers plus camels. He has a lot of siege, though. Bye-bye, archers. A lot of hand cannoneers. Okay, so Jeff's doing really good to respond. Jeff's trying to go over there and deal with Jono, because Jono's got a crap ton of paladins. Going back over here, Jake and Tanner, or sorry, Jake and Taylor, so many T's, are starting to roll a little bit. They've busted through. They've taken down buildings. This wall is the only thing separating them from having access to the trade. They've got a castle here, though. Yeah, see, their trade has basically stopped. Because they've got to learn to requeue up to this. They've got to be requeued to this. My words. Market. There we go. All right, so Jono, that was a devastating blow. This is actually curious right here. He's using paladins just to block this area. There we go. Okay, so Barzee got smart and decided to just delete that wall because it was just holding back everything, and that trebuchet was slowly taking away this castle. Okay, so they've pivoted. The trade is running, but at the same time is okay. There we go. So they've redirected their trade now, but it did cost them valuable time. Tanner is still trying to work with Jeff. Barzee's trying to hold back Jono. Jeff is helping out Barzee, while Spencer's trying to. Spencer is half focused on Tanner, with Jeff half focused on Tanner. So it kind of is almost like a 1v1. Jono is getting 1.5 v1 because you got half of Jeff plus all of Barzee. Because Jeff is kind of focused on the front. Maybe kind of 2v1 at this moment because that is a lot of camels. Let's look over here. This is a 2v1.5 because you have half of Spencer because Spencer's also trying to deal with Tanner in the middle, plus Jono. So this is not great. Jake's got a lot of siege. Taylor has got a lot of backup, a lot of hand cannoneers, a lot of paladins. They are doing some work. All these archers are not the greatest against all this siege, but here comes Jono with some With some cavalry, it's a better option. Let's go, let's go. Jono's got bombard towers, so does Spencer, so they're trying their darndest to hold. Alright, so it looks like they're through, so Taylor's going to go through. He's going to probably go sniff out that trade to make sure where it is. Jake, I mean, they're kind of rolling over here. Tanner is being stalemated by Jeff. Alright, looks like Jeff has now pivoted to the middle against Tanner. I do not see Spencer anymore, so Spencer and Jono, Spencer I think is fully pivoted to the side to help Joel is what I meant. Because you have Barzee, you have Jeff here. Looks like they're just holding. You still have some Jono buildings. I don't know why they're not trying to just go ahead and kill those, but alright, so here comes Jono. He's still trying to mass some paladins, but here comes Barzee with Jeff. Jeff's got the anti-cavalry coming, so that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Alright, so here comes Tanner's Boyars. Tanner's now kind of coming through the hole, but Jeff is here to meet him. He's got the camels. Let's see, is all this... This is technically open. Tanner, if he had cavalry, could literally just waltz in right here. I don't think they see that, though. I wonder if Tanner will even take advantage of that. And if Tanner had some support with all this siege, that would be devastating. Alright, so Jeff is going back to the middle. Spencer's all the way to the side. Jeff's got a couple camels here supporting Barzee, but it looks like he has left. He's not sending additional troops over here for Barzee. They need some siege is what they need. Going back over here. Okay, so Jono and Spencer have pushed back the tide against Taylor and Jake. I don't know why all the siege rams. Both Jake and Taylor are both building a crap ton of siege rams. Jake with the cap rams, Taylor with the siege rams. Very interesting choice to send an army of rams. I mean, I guess they do have... Spencer's got archers. Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. I mean, it's kind of working. They're not killing them fast enough. Those rams are getting to buildings. Looks like they're gonna take down these bombard towers pretty easily. Well, now they're getting killed. I think that huge wave of rams only took down one already almost dead tower. So, all right, so there they go. Let's look back to the middle. It looks like Tanner has been completely pushed back to his own line. No one's really flooding through this middle anymore. It looks like Jeff's just patrolling, making sure they don't come through, trying to go ahead and wall off. Probably a good call. Jono has pushed back the invaders, aka Barzee and Jeff, the little bit of Jeff that was there. Looks like they're trying to rebuild. Their trade is still going, but looks like all the action here on the side has stopped for the time being. Jono looks like he's sending some troops to deal with some of these camels that snuck through. Oh, okay, so he's going to send it over here. Jeff has now started to build hussars. I don't know if that means he's out of gold. Let's look. Jeff. Yeah, Jeff is completely out of gold. Okay, so that really did hurt their trade, so good on Jono for doing that. So he's trying to build some hussars until he can get some gold running. Jeff's out of gold, Barzee's out of gold. Yeah, Jono, that cut was... That was a legendary push because you stopped their gold production. They are all really out of gold, except for Spencer. Spencer's about the only one that has some gold right now. But I will say Taylor doesn't have all that much gold either. Jake's got a little bit of gold. Jono's got some gold. Tanner also has gold. Okay, everybody is gold hungry right now. Alright, so here comes Barzee. Barzee made another cut. Okay, so Barzee made another cut. While I was looking at all the eco statistics, he has come through the wall. Why did I just miss this? Okay, so Barzee did what Barzee does best. I feel like he just does this all the time. You really got to watch out for Barzee. So Barzee has come. He has cut into Jono. He is wrecking havoc on Jono. He's in there. Taylor's trying to respond, but Barzee's just freaking everywhere. Did they get rid of the trade? I mean, the trade is still here. Barzee's got a bombard tower here. Oh my gosh, that is devastating. All right, so Tanner's still here. He's still trying to marry Tamil, trying to hold back Jeff. He's keeping a siege to deal with Jeff, but he's sending all of his infantry to try and go help take out Barzee. Barzee's a one-man wrecking crew over here. Taylor's sending all of his guys there. Taylor's still sending some troops here in the middle with Jake. Jono is starting to rebuild. Yeah, Spencer's doing a really good job to just kind of help keep Jono or help keep Joel alive, and they are rebuilding, and looks like they may even start pushing up Jake, because I think Taylor's he's sending a couple troops, but Taylor's attention really, I think, is over here. Taylor's trying to take out Barzee. Barzee did a number on Jono, which is killer, because this opening right here was really good. Okay, so Jono actually is still trying to build up some cavalry. He's got the hand cannoneer, so he's starting to build the right units to deal with all these helps. But he's still got a lot. He's got a lot of rebuilding to do. All right, so Taylor and Tanner are trying to stop Barzee here. It looks like Tanner is still trying to push up the middle. Jeff's doing a really good job of trying to hold him back, even though he doesn't have a lot of gold. Still has got a bunch of Hussars, which, I mean, Hussars are really good units. They're cheap units to deal with all this siege. Going back over here, okay, Joel and Spencer have turned the tide. They are now starting to push up Jake. Jake notices this, and Jake's like, oh no, this is not happening. I am not going to let this hole fall. So he's starting to defensively build. He's got bombard towers all the way around. I tried doing this against Spencer. This tends not to work very well against Spencer. I come to find out because Spencer just masses bombard cannons. If he has them, he's going to mass them, which I like to do that. But yeah, he's got a whole bunch. All these guys right here are going to wreak havoc on all this siege, all these defenses, all these bombard towers. Yeah, they just got a lot of siege. So these are going to fall probably pretty quick along with this siege. We'll see what happens. Here in the middle, Tanner is still trying to hold it. Jeff's doing a pretty good job holding him back. Looks like Jono and Taylor have turned the tide. Jono's trying to wall off again. Their trade is technically still going, but it definitely took a hit. Jono, in general, took a really big hit. You have 2 camels here from Jeff that are just still there. Yeah, poor Jono. That was devastating. Does he even have a town center left? I don't think so. He's got some villagers, so he technically could rebuild. Oh, he's got TC right there. He still has all his military production up here, which he's trying to fire right back. Jono's like, this, He's looking for revenge. Barzee is just walling everywhere. Jono may probably have better luck trying to get an onager and just cutting around all this rather than trying to go through all this. But it's going to be hard for Jono to do that because Barzee's got a very short, direct line right here. He's trying to go right back up the gullet. Man, when Barzee gets rolling, it's hard to stop him. There's not a hole. Oh, there's a hole right here still. No! Oh, no. All right, so Barzee he's plunging troops still in. Haven't quite clogged up this hole yet. Oh, that's bad. All right, Tanner he's trying to get in, but Jeff is really holding the line here against Tanner. Let's see, Jake and Taylor. Looks like they're starting to turn it a little bit. Spencer's going to come with all these bombard cannons, and all these onagers are not going to last very long against that. Oh man, yeah, that's a lot. Spencer loves his bombard cannons. I do not like to play slivs without bombard cannons because they are so effective against onagers and just building. So look at that micro moving him back. Yeah, but I would say overall Taylor and Jake are advancing, so we'll see where that goes. Yeah, still kind of stalemated here in the middle. Tanner's sending a bunch of siege, so we'll see what happens with that. We still got Barzee. Barzee's still in. He's wreaking havoc. He is keeping this hole open. It looks like Jeff is just trying to hold Tanner with all the Hussars. All of his gold is building camels and sending them with Barzee through this hole. Man, it is devastating. As if Jono didn't already have enough. Barzee and Jeff are coming in to finish the job. Looks like Jono, while he's being taken out, he is slowly trying to take out all of Barzee's production. He's got some troops in here. I wonder if they're going to get noticed at all, because I don't really see troops coming over here. I think Barzee's focus is completely on here. So let's just do as much damage as we can. You know, we're already in. It's going to take a while for this small force to deal with all of this. So it's like, let's prioritize. He's housing Jono. Yeah, Jeff and Barzee are just, oh, they're wrecking so much havoc right now. Oh, that is so bad. All right, Tanner's like finally getting through, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be quick enough? Because I think Jeff has given up, maybe, and he's just like, hey, there's an open hole. Barzee's through it. Let's see who can kill each other first. Nope, I spoke too soon. I think Jeff is now repivoting. Probably to deal with Jono, and he might go and trying to deal with Tanner. Looks like Spencer has kind of noticed that. He's starting to send some troops, hopefully to kind of deal with all this problem. Tanner's got a few trips in, but that's it. Let's see. Tanner and Jake are now starting to move forward. Starting to push a little bit. Spencer's trying to play two battles at once. He's trying to defensively build. Spencer's being a very good support player. With all this siege, he's got buildings. He's being a very good, like, Taylor. Just have troops everywhere, wherever they needed. Looks like Joel is out of gold. He's sending a bunch of trash. Let's look over here. Tanner was pushing very well, but now Jeff has finally pivoted to stop that push. While, gosh, Barzee and Jeff are still here. Jono's trying to rebuild some barracks. So you got a little bit of, I mean, Jono still has all of his military buildings right here. He can still easily build out of that. He's slowly starting to be taken out. His siege already got taken out, so this kind of push is not happening. Barzee's going to go finish off what's left of him while still wreaking havoc with Jeff. They are now starting to, looks like they're starting to work their way into, is this Taylor or is this Tanner? It's kind of a little bit of both, but it's more Tanner than it is Taylor. Yeah, this middle, I mean, that push was solid by Tanner, but once Jeff pivoted and a little bit of help from Spencer, that was all it took. Ooh, but Taylor and Jake are now starting to roll. There's a lot of siege. You got support. This is a dangerous force that's starting to compile right here, and Jake is making sure they don't go back. They don't push back the way that they came. So yeah, they're starting to be a force to be reckoned with over here. But the question is, will they? This whole game looks like it's been a battle of who's going to kill each other first, because are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to be able to do it quick enough? Jono is basically being taken out. Let's look at Jono's resources. Jono has a ton of food still. He's got wood, but he's got absolutely no gold. So the only thing he can really build is Hussars. Maybe some trash. That's probably why he's building all these barracks as much as he can. Does he still have his TC? Nope, his TC is gone. Jono officially doesn't have any TCs left. At this point, he's just trying to help as much as he can with the resources that he still has left. But this is a losing battle. If you got one guy down not producing resources, it's just wait him out. Looks like Taylor is slowly. Looks like they've kind of taken out Barzee for the most part. They need a wall off this, so to stop the flood of troops. All right, if they can wall that off. Let's see. You got Tanner here. Jeff now has pushed back on Tanner, starting to get into his buildings, into his castles. Those castles are gonna wreak havoc on those camels. Tanner's starting to pivot back to the middle after helping to take out Barzee. This is still not walled off though. Got to get a villager over there. Barzee and Jeff are still plunging troops through. Taylor's trying to help him out. Sent to John. Okay, so John just got a whole bunch of food. He is very food rich. Probably to build a whole bunch of houses. See how that's going to help out. Still, there's troops are just plunging through. Is Barzee out of gold? A lot of people are out of gold. In fact, the only people who even semi have gold is Jono, Taylor, and Spencer. So soon this is going to be a huge freaking trash fight. Whoa, when did this happen? Okay, that went from a force to reckon with to a force gone. Jono and Spencer have completely turned the tide. They are taking away... I missed this completely. They have now started to take down all these bombard towers that Jake has set up. Oh man, they really turned the tide over here. I don't know what happened. Was that a Flemish militia push or what from Joel? Probably, because look at all these freaking Flemish militia. And all these bombard cannons. Okay, so they've definitely pushed back. Jeff finally got some trebuchets, so he's finally got some siege to deal with all these castles. And they've got pretty good protection from all these camels, but looks like those boyars are going to take out those trebuchets before they get taken out. They got 1 out of the 3, 2 out of the 3. All right, he got all 3 trebuchets, which is good. So let's see, did this wall did get plugged up? Actually, not completely plugged up, because you got one section right there. Nope, it's open again. They are trying their best. Barzee's becoming such a force. All right, this is open. Barzee's got free range in. Taylor's trying to do a back wall. This technically is still open, but they're just trying to do damage control at this point. The only thing is, this damage control, I would say yes if they were winning over here, but they're starting to lose over here now because Taylor, Jake doesn't have the support from Taylor anymore. Taylor's got a couple troops, but you got Spencer fully here. You have Joel fully here. This is a full-on 2. The 1.5, because Taylor's. This is where Taylor's focus is. Hey, this needs to be dealt with now. So Taylor has focused over here to deal with Barzee. I don't think anything's happening over here. In the middle, Jeff is still trying to take on Tanner. Is Tanner over here as well? I don't see Tanner over here. Yeah, Tanner's just trying to do what he can against Jeff. Taylor is doing a really good job against Barzee and with Jono to help kind of push Barzee back. Looking back over here, okay, Joel and Spencer are starting to roll. They've broken through the first layer of walls. They're starting to get into the castles and the military buildings of Jake. Yeah, Joel and Spencer are starting to roll, especially Joel. Well, both of them. Yeah, with all of Taylor's attention turned toward Barzee, it's a full-on 2v1 over here. Taylor's got a little bit of help over here, so I shouldn't say a full-on 2v1. So we got Tanner trying to rebuild. Ooh, that's a lot of infantry, and Jeff's got a lot of hand cannoneers, so this is not going to be a great battle here soon. And he's finally got some siege now to back it up to get rid of those castles. Looking back over here, Jono and Taylor have turned the tide. We still need to, wall this off, hold it off. Jono could probably use some rebuild at this point because no one's really winning anywhere, so Jono probably needs a really good rebuild. Is it going to be quick enough though? Because Spencer and Joel. So much J's, so many T's. They're rolling hard. Joel's got the troops. Spencer's got the siege. Deadly combo. They are taking away military buildings super quick. Sooner or later, Taylor's not going to be able to respond once these buildings are done. Tanner is stalemated here in the middle. Jeff and Tanner are just... Yeah, they're just holding each other. Taylor's focus is over here along with Jono. They're starting to slowly push forward. It doesn't look like they got any siege for all these buildings though. So just a big old trash fight over here. Nothing's happening over here on the side. Let's go back over here. Oh man, this is not looking good. I think this may be it. Yeah, see, Joel and Spencer are taking away Taylor's ability to help respond over here to Jake. So Jake is finding himself fighting 2 people at once. Oh, he's through this gate. He is now in. Where's their trade? All their trade is right there. Jake's he's trying his best to build other military buildings to respond. Yeah, that trade is right there, and this is a lot to deal with. That could be it right there. Tanner isn't making any progress. Him and Jeff have just been stalemated all game. Little pushes here and there. As far as this hole goes, it is still open. However, Taylor has walled this off, so it's not like, well, yeah, he has walled this off. So it's not like it's completely open. Have they rebuilt their trade? I don't think so. Yeah, so I mean, everyone is short for gold. Actually, Taylor has a ton of gold. I don't know how he has gold. Maybe he's being fed from the others to, help. Yeah, Taylor's got a crap ton of gold. Where's their trade? Oh, all their trade is right here. That would make sense. Okay. Which is not going to last long because of Joel and Spencer. Oh, this is falling quick. Is anybody making any progress? Tanner's he's slowly starting to go forward, but I don't think it's going to be quick enough. Jono's starting to be pushed back now that Taylor's turned his attention over a little bit. I think Taylor's just trying to do damage control. He's like, hey, let's plug up this hole, make sure they don't come through again. Barzee's looking for the creases. Yeah, because right here, is anybody responding to this? You got a little bit of Jake, but I don't really see any Taylor, so it's really just Jake responding with the limited buildings he's got. This is way too many bombard cannons. As soon as this trade is done, ooh. Poor Jake, man. Spencer and Joel are being so rude to Jake. Oh man, okay, going back here. I mean, Tanner's slowly advancing again. Doesn't look like it's quite going to be fast enough. Taylor's over here, trying to push with Jono. I don't really see Jono anymore, so it's really just Taylor. Oh, they're trying, but that's a lot of Barzee still. I think at this point they're just holding because they know, Jeff and Barzee know if they can hold, that Joel and Spencer are doing some serious work over here. Jake is almost wiped out. He's got a little bit of eco buildings over here along with some houses, but got some Taylor. Man, Taylor's just, I mean, he's trying to defend from both sides. He walled this off because Jono was basically wiped out. Now they're trying to do damage control over here because Jake is basically being wiped out. This is starting to look like an overall 2v4. This is not looking great. Here, let's fast forward this because I think this is about to be just a matter of time. I mean, Tanner's doing really good. He's trying his best. Joel's trying to hold him back. Yeah, I think at this point Barzee, he's just setting guys here to just plug up the hole. They know if this is a time game. If they can wait, they're gonna win. Or maybe not. Barzee's going through. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Tanner's trying. He's built a hole in the wall, or he made a hole in the wall. Spencer and Joel they're everywhere. Joel's starting to build some more siege workshops closer so he can respond better. I think this is their last not trade. Oh, there we go. There goes Jono. There it goes. Man, that was quite the game. All right. Let's look at this. Tanner. Look at that military score compared to everybody else's. Tanner, you doubled. Almost doubled even the next closest. But if you take an average of all the other military scores, you're actually double than the average. I guarantee it. Wow, that is insane. Tanner, you did very, very well. Eco goes to Spencer by a lot. My goodness, he had a crazy good eco. Technology goes to Joel. Society goes to also Tanner. Tanner with the total score has a crazy total score. 3,200 killed. Wow. Yeah, compared to everyone else. I mean, Barzee had the next closest at 2,000, but other than that, units lost goes to Jake. Jake still had a really good KDA. I mean, his KDA was 2-1. Ooh, excuse me. Barzee raised the most buildings. Yeah, with that cut, Barzee was killer. Buildings lost. I'm surprised. Tanner only lost 12 buildings. I mean, he was trying to go up. I didn't quite see Jeff advance too much. I think Jeff was just trying to hold and then at the same time respond. Largest army goes to Joel. Yeah, Joel and Spencer at the end were absolutely killer. Eco, see, Barzee was the best fed. Jake had the largest wood. Jeff was the most stoned. Spencer had the most gold collected, um, along with the best trade. Spencer also sent the most resources, which would make sense. Jono received the most, which also makes sense considering that he was the first to basically fall. He was getting cut into really early. That Jono had a really good cut into the trade, and that really hurt the other team. It stopped their gold really, really bad. He got basically just held out. His paws kind of pushed, and then Barzee just, instead of going up the same cut, he made his own cut that was a lot more direct. And basically, he pulled a Jono, what Jono has pulled on me a couple times. He found that weak spot in the wall that people weren't paying attention to. He got through, and he got through hard, and he just took out Jono super quick. Jeff had the fastest feud on Castle. Barzee made it to Imperial first. Doesn't really matter. Tanner had the most castles. Relics is a tie between Taylor and Barzee. Barzee getting him quicker with the most relic gold. Villager high as Spencer as usual. That's why his eco was so dang good. Spencer does really well at he just focuses on his eco, and then wherever he's needed, that's where he will pivot to. So when he's needed, then all of his eco is going to go towards, okay, now let's go. He was really good at that. He had buildings everywhere. Spencer is, in my opinion, starting to become a lot more like a Taylor, a really, really good teammate, just basically going wherever he's needed most. And he's got the resources and the buildings to do it. So, yeah, look at that timeline. GG, guys. GG. That was a heartbreaking game. Yeah, I thought that was going to go the other way when I first saw Jono's cut. I was very excited for that to happen, and it worked out very well at first, but the other team survived. GG. Till next time.